walk past pine needles all the time, and I didn't really know about pine needle baskets. It just kind of was something I wanted to try. So I just like saw a video online, went out, picked pine needles, cleaned them, started with just regular thread I had at home, and then I kind of got hooked on it from then and was like, okay, how do I make this better? And I just kept going with it. It's a whole process, start to finish, right? It's like going out in nature and having like a good walk for your body and experiencing all this. You don't always know where it's gonna take you when you start a basket. Yeah, it's all nature.
I mean, they will just want to fall off too when they're ready. The green ones aren't going to want to go. That's why fall is nice, or when there's like a big storm and it knocks down like branches, and then you can just pull from the branches that are already dying, because when they're dead, they want to fall to the ground. The wind blows it, they'll fall off. Like they're so, whereas these green ones aren't coming off. You know, there's still like a connection there that can get opened up to diseases and stuff. Whereas these ones are dried up, just ready to fall. Like there's not a connection there.
Does Buddy come along with you?
Well, he's kind of the reason why I walk down here so much, and why we picked this up anyways. He doesn't seem to mind too much.
I love finding bones and things that, I don't know, I can incorporate into it. You can even stick it to the side of the basket, right? You can just attach whatever you find as well. So you're combining all these different parts of nature into it. There's like lack of control a little bit in it as well, which is kind of nice. It can be a really clean, pristine process, but it also can be messy and turn out and look really good. I like that there's two options with that. So after you rinse them, each one of these has 3 little needles attached to them. And what's kind of keeping it together is this little head here. And so you can remove those just so that they go into the gauge a little bit better. So that's what I do here is it's easy as that. And then basically those stick together and it's just easy to stick right in. So I now do all of these. Some just come off in the water, but for the most part, they're pretty easy with pliers. Wet needles to the dry needles, you can see the difference in the colors. But when you wet them, you go from basically like this, where they want to break and they don't twist very good, to being like super malleable. When we get the glycerin on them, then they like stay like that. They stay malleable. They stay that you can like twist them up, do whatever. When your baskets have like different curves in them or handles, they can handle it. So that's a pun. Okay. I just like to sketch out the ideas before I start them, just so I have a rough idea of what it's gonna look like, or if I have an idea that comes in the middle of the night or something, I can just put it here. This is a new thing for me too, is like wood burning, but I don't know, it's fun. Like burning things. I get blisters on like one part of my finger that hits the needle a lot, so I just cover it because it sucks. The amount of times I've gotten them like underneath my fingernails is not a great feeling. I guess I'm always surprised because I'm so in my own little inner world when I'm making them. So I'm always surprised to see like what people's reaction to them are. I got really into it. So, which is cool that I had the time to also like get super into it and like be really mindful about it. It's a whole process, start to finish, right? And then sitting wherever you want to sit to make them and, you know, listen to music or podcasts or whatever, and just getting into your own little groove. You could do a full or whatever, or have it like so it's almost closed. It's really just like how you're feeling. And sometimes you can put it down and then do 10 other projects and then pick it back up again if you're not sure of how you want to end it. This one kind of just feels like it should be a small little curved one, nothing like crazy on the outside. You know, you go to the beach, or usually I go to a body of water, and I can just stay out for however long till I want to leave. I've stayed out places for 3-4 hours before working on a basket, you know, listening to music or whatever. But the nice thing about it is that you can take it anywhere. So I don't know, it's kind of like taking a book with you or something. So yeah, I like that about it. And Buddy doesn't mind sitting for a little bit at his age, so.
You don't have to, but do you want to like give more context to being injured and how that actually kind of helped with your hands?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can do that. Well, I'm a carried, which I love, but I got hurt at work, which is what happens to a lot of carrieds. I kind of had carpal tunnel in both my hands, and so for a year I was struggling with that, and you know, going from helping people with every single activity that they need to then not being able to do it for yourself. It was a learning aspect. It's very frustrating not being able to use your hands. You take advantage of it. So I needed something that I could work on. It is like it's a hard task to do on your hands for long periods of time, and I just learned different methods of how to like work with my hands and work with that, and it kind of made it an even bigger motivation to like help with my hands. Like I got to kind of a place that was like, I didn't know if I could use my hands. Like it was, you know, it gets to you. It was something that I could get these little rewards of like, you can do this, or you can do a basket and you can finish that even if it takes you a month or 2 months or something. And it was that mixed with my hand care and physio. It was like a really good thing for me for my healing process and motivation and like little rewards of making something with my hands again. You know, everyone's an artist. All you have to do is make something. For a long time, I thought like artist was, you know, making realistic pencil art. You know, I just thought it only meant one thing of what an artist can look like. You unlearn those sort of things. And these baskets are also just so physical. I'm so used to making art on a flat surface. So making it and sculpting something, it's so satisfying to like hold something solid too. So that's a motivator. The amount of times I finish a basket and I go, oh my God, it's a little basket. Like, you know?